Hey, if you're in the market for a new pickup or SUV and you want to make sure you buy something you're satisfied with, something that'll last a couple 100,000 miles, well, this is the video for you. I have two surveys I'm going to show you from actual consumers and from a sales site about what trucks and SUVs last longest and what owners are most satisfied with them. We're going to get started on all that right now. Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. If you're new to this channel, welcome. On this channel, you'll find truck and SUV news, reviews, dependability stories, cool owner stories, so you should stick around. Click the subscribe button, smash the bell, and hit the like button if you like this video, because we're talking trucks and SUVs, and they're awesome. So like I said, in this video, I have a Consumer Reports survey and an IC Car survey. So in the Consumer Reports survey, they went in and talked to their readers, and it came up with a listing of the most satisfying trucks. And I'll go ahead and put that on the screen. We'll kind of walk through that. Okay, let's talk about these results. So I have a link from consumerreports.org. This is where they did their most satisfying new pickup trucks. So these are the compact and mid-sized trucks that want to satisfy their owners the most, which is kind of a weird title for that because they list heavy duties and full size. But anyways, let's move along. So what they do is they send out a survey, and the owner satisfaction survey comes back, and they put a listing together based on people's responses. So they ask for Ford owners, Honda owners, Ram, Toyota, Nissan probably as well, Chevy, GMC. And when they come back, they take all this stuff together and they ask a simple question. To determine owner satisfaction, they say, would you get this car if you had to do it all over again? The thinking is that if you were going to buy the same vehicle over again, you would think it's pretty satisfying, and thereby, even though... So the thinking there is, you would even think this... So the thinking here is that if you had bought it previously and would buy it again, then you must be pretty satisfied. That makes sense. So they took a look at the percentage of owners who said they would definitely buy it. So these are the top performers. So what they're looking for is on this list. They're going to list them by from annual results surveys. List below is available to Consumer Reports members. Well, I happen to be one. And they've kind of given me some access to some stuff. I think this is interesting, and you can become a Consumer Reports member as well and find more information on the full off-road tests and what their annual auto surveys. So I'm just going to kind of give you, well, the sneak peek behind the scenes. So these are ranked in order of their owner satisfaction, starting with the best, which is a little dun dun dun. It should start with the lowest, go to the best. But anyways, let's start number one. This is likely to frustrate you. Honda Ridgeline, look at that. The Honda Ridgeline is ranked number one. They have the price range. Reliability is okay. Owner satisfaction is really high. So this is people are highly satisfied with the Honda Ridgeline. Yes, you can put your comments below about how it's not a truck or it is a truck, whatever, but people are really satisfied with it, and that's what matters in this video. Number two, the Ford F350. I find this very interesting. They list the F350 specifically. That's a very just interesting. That 250 and that 150, no, 350. It's a very satisfying truck to own. People really enjoy driving it, and they would buy that again. Number three, the Ford Ranger. Yes, dun dun dun. The Ford Ranger they brought over from Global, and they kind of just rebadged American Ranger, is number three on a list of most satisfying trucks. And I've driven it, and it is a pretty satisfying truck. I think what you'll find here is the top three is Honda Ridgeline and Ford Ranger especially drive more like an SUV than a truck, which makes the Ford F350 kind of interesting. Kind of ugly duckling a little bit in this competition so far. Number four is the Ram 1500. This is very interesting to me. So reliability is poor. It's always been poor. The Ram has a well below average reliability. That's the way Consumer Reports says it. And that's been documented for years. But owner satisfaction is really high. Well, it's a really sharp looking pickup. It's got lots of cool features inside. It's got the big, 12-inch screen. I mean, it's cool to ride, and it rides really nice. Dude, it's the most comfortable riding pickup probably due to its rear coil spring suspension. So it is a good driving pickup. But it's interesting that reliability is so poorly, and then they still buy it again. Okay, number five, running at the top five on our list, the 2020 Toyota Tundra. It's got good reliability, good owner satisfaction, and people would buy it again because it is, well, it's really reliable is what I'm thinking. And so, yeah, it's long in the tooth, above average reliability. New for 2020 is dampened rear tailgate is easy to raise and lower. Yes, other people think dampened rear tailgate is important too, like I do in this channel. And forward collision alert, automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning is standard. So it's got standard safety features this year. If you didn't know, that was another change, plus the army green color, which looks Badass. So there you go. There are the top 5 from most satisfying trucks and pickups and midsize trucks from Consumer Reports. And on the IC Cars survey, they went and analyzed a bunch of vehicles for sale. So let's go ahead and hop into that one. Okay, let's talk about the second survey I have is from IC Cars. Once again, they did another survey. We've done on this channel a few other surveys. It's kind of cool. They kind of go through data on cars they have listed on their site. They search for cars. So they examined over here we go 15.8 million cars sold in 2019. Determine which models had the highest percentage of cars that reached 200,000 miles. So the idea here is, and from my video, like I said, is that if you are satisfied with your vehicle, you're going to keep it 200,000 miles or so, right? So let's let's get into the survey. All right, so let's get into this. Okay, let's get into the survey. So first, we talk about longest lasting vehicles by segment. And so all vehicles to Land Cruiser, 15.7% over 200,000 miles, compared to segment 15.7. So you can kind of see as we go down, Land Cruiser, 4Runner, CRV, Tundra, Honda Ridgeline, Lincoln Navigator, Acura, BMX3, Toyota Avalon. We're getting these cars. We don't want to care about these cars. All right, so anyways. Oh, Highlander Hybrid. I should do SUV down there. So we can see Land Cruiser dominates, which is interesting. I would think that it's because it's so expensive, people don't let it go. Plus, it's very capable. It's very much a enthusiast-bought SUV, so I think that kind of skews the numbers a little bit. The 4Runner is similar to that. Kind of interesting that Jeep Wrangler isn't involved in this somewhere. I kind of think to be somewhere in that grouping. The CRV, one of the best-selling compact SUVs out there. I could see that, being pretty well. People seem to love their CRVs. And Tundra, I mean, people hold on to these things for years and years and years, and then the Ridgeline there wraps up. Same idea with Honda in the compact truck, although it would be interesting to see how close Tacoma got into this realm, because Toyota Tacoma just dominates the compact truck segment. So, interesting things there. But that's not it. This is not it. We go down further, and the top 15 longest lasting cars in top 15, so 1 through 15. So Land Cruiser again on top, Sequoia number 2, Ford Expedition number 3, which is interesting, and Suburban. So you see 3 family row haulers, big SUVs. That makes sense to me because you can hold on to those for a while. Highlander Hybrid, Tahoe, Yukon XL, Toyota 4Runner, GMC Yukon. So Yukon does it twice with the XL and the Yukon. Again, you're going to buy these 3-row SUVs for a purpose, for your family, for camping, for things. It's just hard to get rid of these SUVs. I'm telling you, after you own them, you just let it keep them. Toyota 4Runner, Honda Ridgeline, Toyota Tundra, Honda Odyssey, which is interesting as a van, Toyota Avalon, the car, Lincoln Navigator, again, big SUV, and Toyota Tacoma, which comes in at 2.5%. This is a percentage of cars over 200,000 miles. As we can see, looking at the Honda Ridgeline, 3.0%. So the Tacoma is right behind it, which I was alluding to up in here in the other survey results. So there's some comments from, what's going on. I was looking for longest lasting trucks. Here we go. The longest lasting trucks, you have Honda Ridgeline, Toyota Tundra, Toyota Tacoma, Silverado 1500, F-150. These are percentage of cars over 200,000 miles that were listed for sale on IC Cars. That's kind of interesting results. Above average, no, this is that's sorry. The average is 1.8, and then you have Sierra 1500 right below, Ram pickup, Chevy Colorado, and GMC Canyon. Which it's interesting to see these numbers and see what people are selling. Now, I mean, this is all kind of skewed a little bit. I mean, but you do have 15.3 million vehicles, right? That's what they looked at. 15.8 million cars sold in 2019. So that's a lot of vehicles to look at, and that's your results. And excuse me, I'm not going to cut this short. Longest lasting SUVs: Land Cruiser, Sequoia, Expedition, Suburban, Highlander Hybrid, Tahoe, Yukon XL, 4Runner, GMC Yukon, Navigator, Pilot, Escalade, MDX. Escalade's, again, it's something you buy, it's a pretty expensive 3-row, you're going to keep it, and Highlander. So yeah, there's the results of the IC Cars. Most vehicles get 200,000 miles. So moving down, and one more piece of this is longest lasting cars reach 300,000 miles. Again, Land Cruiser, Sequoia, Expedition, Suburban, Yukon XL, 4Runner, and Tundra. That doesn't surprise because that's the same as listing above. So these are sold for over 300,000 miles. People putting them for sale. So there you go. There are the most satisfying trucks and SUVs to own. The ones that last longest. The ones that go over 300,000 miles. Are you surprised? Is your truck listed? Is your truck not listed? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking about what the survey results are and whether they're accurate. And for more Pickup Truck Plus SUV news, make sure you find us on pickuptrucktalk.com. Those three words work again on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Trust me, we're there. Just type them in. You can find us. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.